Vietnam by motorbike, a 2,800-kilometre journey that has no structure apart from reaching the capital of Vietnam in just 3 weeks' time, and thankfully in one piece. In this episode, you'll see our big adventure coming to an end as we finally reach Hanoi. We answer some of your questions throughout the video, as well as discuss what's next for us now this trip is nearly over. Please make sure to give us a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this series and are keen to see what's next. So this is it. It's our last time riding the bike today. And to be honest, I don't know how I feel about it.
I know, we both feel really weird, don't we?
I feel really, really strange this morning. I feel really anxious and just can't seem to wrap my head around it. And it must be the reason that this chapter's coming to an end and it feels a bit strange.
We didn't record yesterday because we basically came to the realisation that this was all coming to an end and we don't know what's coming next. So we were trying to wrap our brains on what to do next, and we didn't work a lot out, so. Yeah, it's the quickest a day has gone where we basically didn't move. We just sat on our laptops just trying to figure out and just chatting about what we want to do. Obviously the van's in Croatia, but from that point we have no other plan. It's very cold in Croatia at the moment. Now, I thought it would be best to start from the beginning and explain a little better about why our brains were so mashed on this day. And as we've gained more of an audience since being in Vietnam, it made sense to catch you up on where we were before this series started. In July of 2021, we quit our jobs, me being a marketing manager and Mitch an electrician, and sold our house to travel Europe in our VW Transporter camper van. We got used to this full-time van life living for about 5 months, going through over 9 countries in that time. This is also documented on our channel if you want to see how our travels started. Apologies though for the beginner filming and editing. We hadn't actually picked up a camera before our first episode. Anyway, throughout our trip we were involved in a car accident. Again, somehow captured on camera just by sheer luck, which then left us with a hefty dent in the side of our van. But as the weather started to get colder, we decided that we needed to go on the hunt for some sunshine again. We were lucky to find a garage in Croatia that would be able to fix our van for us whilst we were gone and would stay there for our 2-month trip. So then off we went to Thailand for a 1 month, backpacking down the country until we caught our flight to Ho Chi Minh City, and then you know how it's gone since then. With our departure flight creeping up quicker than we could comprehend, we were really unsure what our next adventure and travel should be. There was a lot going on in our brains about what would be the next best step for us once we reached our van back in Croatia. But this will all be explained in our next video when we reach that point. So we're still none the wiser on what we're going to do, but we're moving forward today and focusing on the fact that... Yeah, we need to enjoy the last day.
Yeah.
We've got about 3 hours of riding to get to Hanoi, and then the plan is to drop the bike off and then finish the chapter there. But we packed the bags now. Helmets are behind us because we just tried to take some photos. But it's time to hit the road, I think.
Yeah, and my bum will thank me for this, but I'm still
It's going to be sad that it's over.
Yeah, I mean... I have no words. I don't know what to say.
It's weird. Very weird.
We couldn't bring ourselves to put music over this clip as the silence is just so beautiful and is something that we'll miss the most. A beautiful and quiet homestay overlooking the mountains that only cost us 576,000 dong for 2 nights, and that's with breakfast included. Even up to this point, it still baffled us that it could be this cheap. This morning, the only sounds are the birds chirping, and other than that, it's completely silent. And so are we. We're soaking up these final moments of doing our usual packing up ritual and taking it all in before we hit the road for the last time. In our last episode, we asked if there were any questions you had about this trip, so we will try and answer a few of them throughout this video. The first one is our top 3 things we'd recommend if doing this type of trip. Number 1, a full face helmet. By far, the best decision we made in terms of equipment was to go for a full face helmet. Not even just for the safety, which is a huge factor, but for many others. Without a full face, the elements when riding would have been extremely draining. The noise, the wind, the rain, the dust, and a lot more are pretty much alleviated by not going for a cheap lid. Number 2, bin bags / waterproofs. Please learn from our mistakes. Not having waterproofs for us and the bags made this trip very interesting, as you know. Even just having a few bin bags to line the inside of our backpacks would have saved a lot of hassle. Number 3, electrolytes. Something that we always take with us when travelling. I don't know the actual science behind it, so I could be wrong, but the bottled water doesn't seem to hydrate you as much here, and we always find ourselves feeling very dehydrated, no matter how much water we drink. Mitch got ill last time we visited Vietnam because of this reason, so we've learnt from our mistakes then. Because of that, every now and again we'll put a pack of electrolytes in a bottle to stop ourselves feeling like crap.
We're making the most out of these final 2 kilometres before it turns into absolute chaos again. And then from that point, I don't think the chaos will stop until we arrive to drop this bike off. We've never drove into Hanoi before, and if it's anything like Ho Chi Minh, it's going to be interesting. Are we filling up or?
There's quite a bit in there. I think when it's flashing, it's got ages left. We've only got 46 kilometres. We'll just get off to rest our bums for a second. Oh, you can't even see it. Yeah, there's loads in there.
Okay. Do we know if we need to bring it back with anything in?
No, we want it to be as empty as possible.
Yeah, okay.
I remember the first time we took to the road back in Ho Chi Minh City over 3 weeks ago. Everything was so fascinating and new to us, and now, as we drive down this final stretch into Hanoi, the fact that a man has 1,000 tyres strapped to his bike or all the little ducklings put into a cage isn't that unusual to us anymore. It almost feels normal. I wonder if we'll have a shock once we hit European roads again.
That's alright, but it's definitely a lot different to when we were driving out of Ho Chi Minh. We have formed almost like a bike route in which mainly lorries and big trucks seem to be taken rather than like the main toll road that's going into the city. So it's a little bit slower pace, single lane, and yeah, quite tight. But we're nearly there. Unfortunately, it's very, very, very cloudy here. And you can already tell the air is just a lot different to what it was even just in Ninh. But yeah, our last 20 minutes. I'm starting to get a really sore bum now.
think the look on my face here clearly reflects how I'm feeling at this moment in time. As you know, cities aren't our favourite places in the world to be, and with the smog and dull atmosphere impending on us as we drive further into Hanoi, I can't help but feel like it reflects my mood quite well.
Hello. Yeah, we're finished.
Yeah, you can take your bag first, your thing first, and we leave the bag here.
Yeah, okay then. Shall I get the bags up here?
Yeah. Right. Looks like it's it.
So anticlimactic. Last time doing it. It's sad, isn't it?
Wave for bye.
Now let's hope your passport's here. I know you've thought about that.
No, I didn't.
That'll be interesting if it's not.
I can't believe that's it.
As simple as that. Literally drop the bike off, give the helmets back, 2 minutes.
And then
it's
I've
all
got my
over.
passport and it's done.
Weird, isn't it? We just stood here in disbelief now.
I feel a bit emotional.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I don't
It is
know.
strange.
It seems dramatic, but I feel like it's been our life for the past month.
It's a long time, really. We've travelled a long way, a lot of hours on the bike.
A lot of hours, a lot of like highs, a lot of lows,
Yeah.
and it's all just come to an end.
Like really abruptly, like.
Really abruptly, like we're on a really busy street as well, so it was a case of like grab your bags quick so we can get the bike on the bikes. The bike's up there,
All parked
looking
up.
really dirty, and like it's ridden the length of Vietnam.
Yeah, it's as beaten as us.
Yeah, even just looking at my passport photo, it looks better than me at the moment. But
Yeah.
I suppose that's it for this. Now we're gonna go rest and reflect.
And try and plan what we do next.
And yeah, no idea what's next for us. So that's something we've got to figure out in the next few days before we get back to the van. But I suppose it's just to say thank you for following us on this journey. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it.
Thank you to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's been unreal. Absolutely amazing.
It's been a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know.
Right, come on. Let's get out of this mayhem road.
This whole trip, I thought about how it would end as we finally reached our destination. Over 2,800 kilometres later. Would I be happy? Would I be sad? And as much as you think about a scenario in your head, in reality it never goes as planned. We seemed to catch rush hour in style as we returned, and even the owner Johnny messaged us later on Instagram to apologise for not being able to speak to us, but thanked us for using them and tagging them in our stories. We haven't worked with style motorbikes on this trip, but we would still recommend them to anyone looking at renting a bike in Vietnam. Our trip has been a once in a lifetime opportunity, and as cliche as it sounds, it really taught us a lot. It taught us about how much we enjoy this type of adventure travel, where you push yourself out of your comfort zone and make the effort to take the unpopular route and go off the beaten path, as you never know where you'll end up and who you might meet along the way. This is something that we have made our goal to continue doing in all of our future travels in 2023. We have compiled our route into a full Google Maps route that will be in the description box to check out. This shows you some of the key moments we visited throughout our trip, such as our favourite accommodation stays, viewpoints, local food stops, as well as the countryside route from south to north. The link is below to use. Make sure to tag us if you do end up going to any of the places we've recommended, as we'd love to see others travel this way. This trip has also taught us how beautiful Vietnam is. And I'm not just talking about the Instagram side of Vietnam that you can see, but the quieter sides of Vietnam, where there's farmland for miles or hairpin roads that take you through luscious green mountains, and just how beautiful and kind the people are. Vietnamese people have been the friendliest, warmest bunch of people we have encountered during our trip, and it shows that even with the language barrier, you still feel so welcomed into their country. The final question that we got asked a lot was where our next travel adventure would take us, and for now all I can say is back to Croatia, which you'll see next time. We're none the wiser with the decision we should make, but the shocking reality of coming back to van life makes us quickly come up with a decision. Thank you so much for following our Vietnam by motorbike journey. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have filming it, and we hope that you stick around with us and join us next time as we take on a new adventure. We'll see you then.